Hello students, I am Madhukar Sopil, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, General College Hospital, coming under VSK University Ballari. Now we start the important chapter for BSc 5th Sem 5.2. Under that we are studying now the chapter Electrochemistry. I think you better studied the definition of electrochemistry in PUC classes. The branch of chemistry which deals with the study of interconversion of chemical and electrical energies is called electrochemistry. So, by doing this, we have to study some of the terms coming under this. The first is conductor. What is the conductor? A substance which which allows an electric current through it is called a conductor. There are two types of conductors: metallic conductor or electronic conductors. Second one, electrolytic conductors. Now we will discuss one by one. The first one is metallic conductors. In metallic conductors, the conduction of electricity is due to the movement of free electrons from higher negative potential to lower one without producing any chemical change. Here, there is no any chemical change taking place in the case of metallic conductors, and it is due to the movement of free electrons only. Examples for these metallic conductors: metals, alloys, graphite, one of the important alloyed form of carbon is graphite, some solid salts like copper sulfide, etc. Then second one, electrolytic conductors. What are electrolytic conductors? So in electrolytic conductors, the flow of current, nothing but the electricity, is due to the migration or movement of ions towards oppositely charged electrodes by producing the chemical change at electrodes. The difference between this and this is, in the case of metallic conductors, there is no any chemical change, but in the case of electrolytic conductors, there is a chemical change. This chemical change is taking place at electrodes. The example for this electrolytic conductors is molten salts like NaCl, sodium chloride in the molten state. Then aqueous solutions of salts, for example, sodium chloride solution, potassium chloride solution, potassium bromide solution, like that. And then acids, strong acids or weak acids, and bases, strong bases or weak bases. So these are all the examples for the electrolytic conductors. Then the important difference between the metallic conductor and the electrolytic conductor is, so metallic conduction decreases with the rising temperature. Dependence of these two, which is the temperature, is this one. This metallic conduction decreases with rising temperature. It is due to an increase in the resistance. The resistance of metal actually increases. Due to the increase in the resistance, there is a decrease in the metallic conduction. But in the case of electrolytic conduction, this electrolytic conduction increases with the rising temperature. It is due to the two important factors. The first one is increase in the electrolytic conduction is due to the increase in the mobility of ions, movement of the ions. Second, B is increase in the degree of ionization of the electrolyte. Now we have to study another important factor in this is conductance and then conductivity or specific conductance. Both are same. First, we will discuss about this conductance. The power of electrolytes to conduct electric current or the reciprocal of the electrical resistance is called the conductance, and this is denoted by the letter capital G. Thus, G is equal to 1 by R. Reciprocal means 1 by R, where R is resistance. The unit of this resistance, you know that it is ohm, or like this. Then we have to calculate the unit of this G. It is per ohm or mho, MHO, or Simon, shortly you can write this as S, or is inverse. Then 1 Simon is equal to 1 mho to the power of this minus 1. Then what is the specific conductance now? The resistance R of the conductor is directly proportional to its length L, and B inversely proportional to its area of cross section A. So that we can write this as R proportional to L and R proportional to 1 by A. It implies that R proportional to L divided by A. Or we have to remove this proportionate sign, and if we are putting this equal sign, we are getting some constant here. This is called rho. So R is equal to rho into L by A. Or we can write this as rho is equal to RA by L. where this rho is specific resistance or resistivity, and its value depends on material of the conductor. Now we discuss this another term, specific conductance or conductivity, and it is designated by small letter k. So you can call this as kappa. Definition of this is reciprocal of the specific resistance or resistivity is called specific conductance. Then you can write this as kappa is equal to 1 by rho is equal to L by RA according to the definition. So we can write this 1 by R nothing but G conductance, so it is G into L by A. Now if length is 1 meter, area of cross section is 1 meter square, then you can write this as kappa is equal to G into 1 divided by 1 square. Is G into 1 by 1 square. So after simplification we get this kappa is equal to G. According to this we can define this as in the another way, conductance of a solution of 1 meter length and having 1 square meter as the area of cross section. So this is also called specific conductance. Or you can define this in the other way also, or conductance of 1 meter cube of the solution of the electrolyte is called specific conductance. You can clarify this by using this diagram. So this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter. You know that this is volume nothing but length into length into length. This is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter. So total this is going to be 1 meter cube. So definition is conductance of 1 meter cube of the solution. 1 meter cube of the solution of the electrolyte is also called specific conductance. Then we have to take one important note here. Upon dilution, on adding water, this K decreases with the decrease in concentration. The unit of this K, they will ask an examination for 1 mark or 2 marks about this unit. We have kappa is equal to G into L by A. So S into length is M, area is M square. So after simplification we get Simon, S means Simon into meter power minus 1. I can write this also, this to the power of minus 1 and M to the power of minus 1. So small units we are using the practical purpose or for the calculations. So it is found to be kappa units as Simon centimeter to the power of minus 1 or MHO more into centimeter to the power of the minus 1. So these are small units. Now we have to start the another term, equivalent conductance, and it is designated by lambda. Definition is the conducting power of all the ions produced by 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte in a given solution is called equivalent conductance. I told that it is designated by the letter lambda. You can define this in another way also, or the product of the specific conductance kappa and the volume VCC containing 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte in solution is also called equivalent conductance. So lambda is equal to kappa into V according to this definition. In terms of concentration, if the solution has a concentration of C gram equivalent per liter, that is C gram equivalents are present in liter means 1000 cm cube of the solution, then 1 gram equivalents are present in 1000 by cm cube of the solution, that is volume of solution containing 1 gram equivalent is equal to 1000 by cm cube of the solution. Then lambda is equal to kappa into V becomes lambda is equal to kappa into V replaced by 1000 by C. If the concentration units is taken in terms of normality, then lambda is equal to kappa into 1000 by N. C is replaced by normality N. We have discussed the last one for 1 mark in the examination. The unit of this equivalent conductance lambda is equal to kappa into V. Kappa already we have discussed about the units, Simon per meter and volume is meter cube per equivalent according to the definition. So after simplification we get the Simon into meter square equivalent to the power of minus 1. But for practical purpose or for calculation purpose we are using small units, lambda is equal to Simon S cm square equivalent to the power of minus 1. Another new term we have to discuss now, molar conductance. It is designated by mu or lambda m. So definition, the conducting power of all the ions produced by 1 mole of the electrolyte in a given solution is called molar conductance. In the previous class, we have discussed about in the previous term, we have discussed the another one equivalent conductance. There, we are taking account of the 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte. Here, in case of molar conductance, the electrolyte is 1 mole of the electrolyte. Another definition for this is molar conductance is the product of specific conductance kappa and the volume VCC containing 1 mole of the electrolyte in solution is also called molar conductance. That is mu is equal to lambda is equal to kappa into V according to this definition. So in terms of concentration, we will define this as lambda is equal to kappa into 1000 by C. If this C concentration is molarity, then this lambda is equal to kappa into 1000 by molarity m. For 1 mark question, the last is unit of this lambda m. Lambda is equal to kappa into V. Already we discussed this one. Simon meter to the power of -1. Volume is in terms of m2 by mole. So Sm to the power of -1, m2 mole is taken to the numerator. It becomes -1. So after simplification, you get the lambda means is Simon S m square per mole. But for practical purpose or for calculation purpose, we are using the small units. In that case, this lambda is equal to Simon S cm square mole to the power of -1. Hello students, thank you one and all.